Namaste, Assalamu alaikum, and a big hello. Welcome to Mindful Mondays. Today we're continuing our series on dream boards from my book Building a Happy Family. And today's episode is all about financial dream boards. I know you all have been waiting for this episode. Before I teach you how to make a financial dream board, let's tweak our mindset mindfully. Now, have you ever noticed we are all in a scarcity mindset? No matter how much we have, हमें लगता है हमारे पास नहीं है. We have so many wonderful dresses, but we don't have that dress. We have so many wonderful bags, but we don't have that bag. We have so many wonderful cars, but we don't have that car. So you see, we're always chasing happiness, almost like a moving target. Now, have you noticed where our parents were concerned or our grandparents were concerned? शायद उनके पास टीवी भी नहीं था, they were still happy. शायद उनके पास phones भी नहीं था. At least my parents, we grew up in a home where we had no phone, no TV, no cars, no refrigerator, and we were still so happy. So why is it that the current generation, people like you and me, are constantly feeling we don't have enough? And the reason is culture. With that I mean advertisements. Advertisements very intelligently, subliminally program you on a consistent basis that you are not enough. You need to have that car to impress that girl. You need to have this bag to impress this guy, or this dress to come across as confident. You need to have this lipstick shade. You need to have this home to command respect in society. You need to have this bank balance to come across as someone who's successful. And actually that's not the truth. Because if you look at all the people with all the money, all the amazing clothes, all the amazing bags are still feeling empty within. So good thing to do would be to revisit my episode of gratitude where Mindful Monday is concerned and build your financial vision board from a place of gratitude that, hey, I do have a lot. Now wouldn't it be nice if I have extra money to share with my family? Now wouldn't it be nice if I have extra money to share with my employees? Wouldn't it be nice if I can expand my business and so on? So you see, the vision to get more finances in your life becomes a balanced vision rather than chasing a moving target. So shall we get started? Let's go. So on your financial dream board, we will first write aspects of what we are grateful for financially. Now, if you are broke and going through a terrible time financially, it will be difficult, but let me help you and change your mindset. I'm so grateful for my eyes that offer me service throughout the day for free. Imagine if our eyes were to give us a bill, we wouldn't be able to afford it. I'm so grateful for my wonderful strong legs that offer me service throughout the day for free. I'm so grateful for the air that I breathe so happily and joyously for free. I'm so happy and so grateful for my wonderful friends like Joy, like Lena, like Farah, like Raju, like Suhail, who actually uplift me and make me feel really positive, and they do it for free. I wouldn't be able to afford them. So you see, money and currency is not just about notes, it's about experiences, and these wonderful experiences are priceless. So think about that. So you build your financial dream board from a place of abundance that, hey, I actually do have enough. And now let's get started. So first take a check, put your name on it, put an amount that is achievable, believable, and that you truly desire, and sign by the universe. Because you're open to all avenues of positive work. Now, I had created this check in 2012 and it did come true, and then I wrote, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I always keep it to remind me that that's the power of visualization. This amazing technique was taught to me by my guru, Jack Canfield, and he told me this very interesting story about Jim Carrey, one of the greatest comedians. In 1990s, he was totally out of work. And directors would tell Jim Carrey, you can't be an actor, you're really a bad comedian. Can you believe it? Because Jim Carrey is the best. Now, Jim Carrey was so disturbed and so broke, he created a check, just on a whim. He just signed himself a check, $10 million, but he post-dated it. So he gave himself 5 years. So in 1990, when he signed the check, he wrote the date as 1995. I will make $10 million. Remember in the previous episode I've talked about, it's so important to give yourself a deadline. Every day, he would open up the check, look at it, and imagine But he's made that money and he's doing brilliant work. So it was less about the money, but more about getting that amazing work, filling yourself with that passion. And yes, in 5 years it did come true. In 1995, Jim Carrey signed Dumb and Dumber and he made more than $10 million. Bravo! Even where Jack Canfield is concerned, when he wanted a wonderful deal for Chicken Soup for the Soul, he actually signed himself a check and he said, this is the amount I'm looking for where royalties are concerned. And he pasted it onto the ceiling. So every morning when he would wake up, he would have a look at this check. So that's an amazing technique as well. So you could choose to do that or simply paste this check onto your vision board. And you could write a beautiful affirmation below that. Money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple resources on a continuous basis. That means that you're open to all positive avenues of work, which will fill your life with financial freedom. Don't forget to put the globe in your financial dream board, right? Because it enlarges your vision, your perspective, and reminds you that this world is an abundant world. Now you could also put up a picture of your bank statement. Give yourself a deadline, perhaps 2 years from now or 3 years from now. So say January 2022. What is your bank statement looking like? What are your savings looking like? You could also put up a picture of an amount that you're looking for on a monthly basis. Hey, this is what I'd like to make on a monthly basis, say by next year. So put that picture, it brings focus towards the number and brings passion back into your life that, hey, let's do something about it. Now let's also put up reminders where your projects are concerned. So for example, my current project could be mindfulness tours, an upcoming music album, but right now my focus is all towards my book, Building a Happy Family. So what is your financial vision where the book is concerned? So do that with your projects. It's very important for you to now start thinking about emotions. Why is it that you want to make the money? So you can put down affirmations or wonderful dreams that you want to make this money because you want to share it with your family or for your children's education, or you want to expand your business. You want to pay your employees better. You want to have charitable causes that you can support. Now, why is it important to put down reasons as to why we want to make that money? When we read the reasons on our financial dream board, it brings clarity, it brings focus, builds passion and builds emotions. And our emotions are the trigger for the law of attraction to work. It cleanses our energy field and especially the path between the cosmos and your pockets. And now the most important reason, donations, charity and contribution. Now what we thought, hey, this is a spiritual exercise. Our parents and our elders would often say, go to a temple every weekend or go to the mosque or go to the church and offer donations, help the underprivileged. We thought that this is a spiritual exercise or connected with religion, which of course it is, but it's also deeply scientific because the more you give, the more you get. Why is that? Because it keeps the cycle moving. Now, I'm not asking you to give away money before you get it, but I'm asking you to make a pact, a commitment, right there on your financial dream board. No matter how much money I get, I commit to giving away 3% to someone who truly needs it. And now let's start loving people who make money. Don't be envious of anyone who makes money, because if you hate people who make money, you will constantly remain in lack. Making money is a spiritual exercise. It doesn't make you bad. What you do with money makes you good or bad. So have wise choices. Make a pact to really expand your abundance and share it with others. So I wish you a financially free life and I wish you a mindful life. Because I truly believe you are braver than you believe, stronger than you feel, and smarter than you seem.